All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, pretty much going into bread and circus, okay? Because, hey, man, that's what these people of the world, they're fully engulfed in bread and circus, all right? And the more and more, hell Esau Edom, all right, through his unrighteous decrees, through the economic system breaking down, the more stress that's on these people, the more and more these people are going to lean on that bread and circus, which is nothing but, a huge distraction. Okay. And I want to just get a quick definition of bread and circus. All right. And hit a few precepts, and then Lord's will close it out. All right, just hit the point. Lord's will is edifying. So it says bread and circus is a phrase referring to superficial appeasement. Okay, superficial appeasement. And the word superficial means shallow. Pretty much superficial. Pretty much is like fake appeasement. Shallow, like it doesn't have real substance. Okay, so these people are not truly being appeased. Okay, because they're doing that to try to escape from reality, which is a temporary, a temporary fix. All right. And these people don't even realize that all hell's finna break loose. Okay. And where I work at, I don't work too far from a stadium. Okay. And there was this woman that I met while I was working, and she said she was from Illinois. And I asked her, did she know about, the purge laws? It's all over the internet or whatever. I just asked her, a question about it. And she didn't even know that they was passing these laws. So these people are not looking at, these people are not trying to focus on the reality of the situation, which is the reality of the situation is pure judgment. All right. All these people is worried about is going to the next concert, the next club. All right, the next restaurant, all right, or the next football or baseball game or whoever is playing. That's what these people's mind is geared to. All right, which the Lord got it like that on purpose. Okay, for this reason only. All right, so he can bring the sudden destruction upon them, which is well deserved because these people are living wickedly. So let me get another precept. Or let me get the first precept. Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. So folly is held to a higher degree. Okay? Bullshit. Things that have no substance. Things that are hollow. Okay? Things that don't pertain to life, really. All right? Stupid challenges. All right? Instead of the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shema Shai, which America is the biggest hypocrite, because this place was supposedly founded on the laws of the Bible, right? Or the principles of the Bible. All right. But the things that are held in high regard is all vanity. They put the woman on a pedestal. All right. Because they value looks rather than, things that actually get stuff done. Like the man is hated, especially the Israelite man is hated in this society. All right. But the man is the one that built this place and is keeping it going. All right. But yet, the morals of this place is all twisted up and backwards. And it's only getting worse. All right. Because we're entering into a time of decadence. All right. A collapse, which is that's like one of the final stages of the collapse of a society. All right. Is more bread and circus and decadence, which means moral decay. All right. So let me get another precept. So that's what these people are into. All right. Going back to the definition of bread and circus. All right. Meaning a superficial appeasement. Okay. Something that ain't really real. All right. But yet they're still being appeased, but it's temporary. Okay. Let me get 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. All right. And the scriptures tell you that, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So us of the hopeful elect, the Lord gave us the eye salve to be able to see that, hey, we're in a time of great judgment, but the rest of these people, including 2/3 of Israel, they're all in a false reality, man. All right. That's why 1 Thessalonians 5:1, but at the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. And why is that? Because the brethren, those of the hopeful elect are already watching. They're already watching. They're already, getting prepared because, we understand that this thing can happen at any moment, especially if you're measuring the times. All right, you see Esau Edom, he's getting ready to roll out the MOTB. All right, America is on the brink of collapse. Okay, all hell is getting ready to break loose. Look at the law that they passed in Illinois, where they're finna pass it. All right, starting, I believe it's January the 1st. All right, and that's just a test for what they're going to do for the rest of the city. Okay. They're going to leave people to fend for themselves, and people get desperate. All right. So there's going to be more and more people, stacking up arms, which is only forwarding the end. OK. Verse 2, it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yeah. So it's going to come when nobody expects it. But if you expect a thief to come, all right, then you're gonna be getting prepared. All right, you're gonna be, getting your house in order, putting up the protection, pretty much dwelling in the secret place of Yahweh Shema Shai, being acquainted, all right, and occupied in the prophecies in the spirit of the Lord, the fruits of righteousness. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, so when they say peace, and that's how these people are in their spirit. They really think that, everything is going to be all right. Okay, they just going to continue. Things is a little tough right now. Things is getting expensive. The news is speaking about hyperinflation. All right, but, these people don't really want to watch the news because they don't want their day to be ruined. So they're just going to continue on with the folly, with the bread and circus, with the living in the house of mirth. All right. While you have the men of the Lord, the scriptures say much wisdom is much grief. All right. So the Lord has the hopeful elect in the house of mourning. All right. Because the elect can see everything for what it is. All right. And the reality of the situation is the majority of these people that's smiling and laughing and, living their life is going to be destroyed shortly, soon, by the Lord, by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And we're in the house of mourning because we want to be delivered out of this place, out of this wicked place. Rightfully so, that the Lord is going to bring judgment upon these people. OK. And these people act like the Lord ain't going to do nothing to them. They're in that peace and safety spirit because they still indulging in the bread and circus. OK. But once the Lord pulls the plug on that, all right, Hey, man, these people are going to lose it because they're going to be forced to face reality. And they're not going to be able to go and turn up and get a drink, go to the basketball game. All right, all that shit is finna be shut down. The internet's finna be shut down, and it's gonna be just pure, the purest form, of a dose of reality. All right, and these people are gonna lose it because they have no stability. Okay, I'm gonna continue to read. Verse 4, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Okay, and that's the mercy of the Lord. The Lord, gave us the heads up, okay, through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we're not in darkness. So, we're on the outside looking and waiting for the prophecy. All right, because, the main thing, hooked up with this bread and circus too, is Esau Edom is going to push the MOTB. All right, so this devil, he's going to collapse everything. But then this devil, he's going to try to revamp and get everything back running again. All right, but the only difference is they're going to have a new form of currency, which is going to be the subdermal device. All right, and these people are going to be yearning to try to go back to the game, to try to get the playoffs back started. These people is going to be yearning to try to get back into the club. So these people is going to be lining up, getting tagged and branded by Esau with the MOTB, the subdermal device or the neural link. And these people are already being conditioned for it. All right. But, when all hell break loose, a lot of parts of America is going to be rural. All right. And then there's going to be cities that are up and running, but they're going to be heavily, there's going to be no police. There's going to be just military and garrisons. And the scriptures say a man shall desire to go into another city and shall not be able. So some cities is going to be up and running, but it's going to be, a smart city, if you will, the MOTB. And then other parts of America is going to be rural. All right. And people is going to be doing whatever they want. All right. So let me get another precept. Well, I'll continue to read. Verse 5, it says, ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the darkness. Salaki, we are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. All right. And the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So faith in the true doctrine. All right. Faith in what the Lord promised us. All right. Keeping, this truth is what's going to, get us through these perilous times. All right. That's what's going to get us through, the hope of salvation. OK, that word hope goes into expectation. OK, and, pretty much having faith, because if you have faith, all right, you will have the works to back up the faith as the hopeful elect will. And, you will have, a strong hope. OK, so, going back, to the title of the lesson, going into bread and circus. All right. These people's hope is going to be destroyed utterly. All right. And their hope is in this society, this world, and their careers and what they're going to do, 10 years from now. Oh, that's the spirit 441. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. These people, and we're literally going to see their hope escape them. We're literally going to see these people lose their everything. All right. And the Lord is going to have his men there laughing. Hey, because scriptures say only with thy eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. All right. So we're going to see these people fucking It's going, how you got, your regular class people, they're super normal. They have a so-called normal life, which really they're wicked. All right. They partake in wickedness. All right. But, they're normal. They got a job. The normal person is going to be, like somebody that has legion on them. They're going to be completely ravenous. All right. When this place shut down, when you can't get no fast food. Okay. None of your dainties of Babylon. All right. The Lord is stripping all the comfort from this place. Okay. So, let me get a quick precept real quick. Going into how the Lord is going to cut off all that bread and circus. All right. Salakia. This is Ecclesiastes 12, and I'm going to just get to the point. Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. All right. And that's going into the jobs. All right. Because, we're in a time where pretty much nobody wants to work. All right. As well as, they say that, that pandemic is over. OK, but these people are still dealing with the damage of it. OK, the economy has an open wound, man. OK, and the price of living, the cost of living, especially over in the Bay Area in California is crazy. All right. And, these people, they're living paycheck by paycheck. All right. And these people, they would rather, get on, government assistance, food stamps, they would rather do that than actually work. All right. So more and more jobs is becoming obsolete, as well as Esau Edom is also replacing human beings for automated robots. All right. So the grinding is low. There's lesser and lesser jobs, and in these jobs, they're not paying their employees enough. OK, it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. All right. And that's going into, pretty much, these people, is going to just be out here. The doors of the streets going to be shut, pretty much like the book of Eli. All right. And when the sun rise up and the birds start chirping, that's when people's going to be getting up, because they ain't going to, in that time, it ain't going to be no job. It ain't going to be no rat race, no 9 to 5. OK, it says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And pretty much that's the point I want to get. The daughters of music shall be brought low. So the Lord, pretty much is sucking the mirth, the spirit out of this, out of Babylon. OK, and you see it that the Lord is doing that because of, the quality of music, which really, this is not real music. This is really just noise and enchantments. It's really bullshit. All right. It's on an extremely low vibration. Music is supposed to be harmonious, and it's supposed to have a healing effect on your soul. OK, but this music does nothing but destroy and dumb down the people. OK, so these people are extremely dumbed down. They're only worried about themselves and folly and having a good time and going, and turning up. And the Lord's finna bring, hey, this is pre-flood behavior. OK, and these people's gonna get caught off guard with it. OK, let me get another precept. I believe it's in Matthew 24. Matthew 24:38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating. Oh, let me read up real quick. Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right. And that was pre-flood. All right. It tell you that, man's heart was continually set in themselves to do evil. So there was no other way for except for the Lord to just hit the reset button. And the Lord did that, via the cleansing agent of water, by flooding the earth and saving only 8 souls. OK, now the Lord is going to bring the second death, which is going to be via the thermonuclear missiles. All right. And the Lord is going to save a small remnant in this time. I'm going to continue to read. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. OK, and it's going to be the same way. OK, these people is going to be, in orgies and, committing adultery and drugs and, blasphemy, the Most High. OK, because that's you see that a lot in Babylon. People often mock the Lord. They often mock, the Bible. All right. So these people is rioting. All right. It says, verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So that's them being in peace and safety, which the Lord is pertaining to this time now. All right. This scripture is pertaining to now, but now is being compared to the time of the flood. OK, so it says, and knew not until the flood came, that sudden destruction, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. OK, when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns upon the earth. And he's not going to meet these people as a man. He's going to come back as an angelic force. OK, something that these people have never seen before. None of us have ever seen before. All right. But the Lord is going to make himself known, his presence, when he returns to bring more destruction, wage war with the armies of the earth, as well as deliver his elect of the nation of Israel. OK. But yeah, the point is, these people, they're going to riot, Babylon until the wheels fall off. And when it fall off, hey, man, it's going to be nothing but pure destruction. OK. Let me get another precept and I'll close it out on this one. All right. Because all that mirth and being merry. All right. Drinking, strong drink, wine. All right. This is what the Lord said. OK, Isaiah 24. I'm going to start at Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice in it. The daughters of music is brought low. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song. Ooh, and that's what these people do, man. They go to the club, they turn up, they dance, they get drunk, they get wasted. All right, women, they go out, they do those things, they drink wine with the song, they commit adultery. All right. They get involved in all kind of darkness. All right. But the Lord said shortly to come, it says, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Why? All right. Because these people it's going to get to a point where that wine is going to be doing more damage. All right. Than anything. All right. Because you're going to get drunk and you're going to still be faced with reality. All right. That your kids is starving. And all right. You know, that you booted out of your home. All right. You have nowhere, no shelter, nowhere to eat, no food, no protection. All right. People's dying all around you. Okay. That's what's coming, man. All right. I know. I remember Kanye West had this line, which that dude, he's completely bugged out. All right. But he said, he said the plan was the drinking to the pain over. But what's worse, the pain or the hangover? All right. So these people is going to be, as the scriptures say, they're going to dwell in torments. All right. So that drinking ain't going to quell anything. All right. But it starts with the Lord taking away that bread and circus. So this devil, he's going to cause another epidemic. All right. And this epidemic is going to be something that's going to cripple the economy. All right. This epidemic is pretty much going to bring in, because America is on its last leg, man. All right. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up. And we just read that in Ecclesiastes, the houses shall be shut up, roughly paraphrasing. All right. I'm going to read that again. The city of confusion is broken down, which that city of confusion is America. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Oh, man. So, hey, that's what the Lord is finna do. The Lord is finna forward the end. Okay. And these proud people are going to be brought low, especially these women, and the majority of these women is going to be destroyed, man. All right. So with that being said, Lord's will is less is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shema Kakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and citation to those that are hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba.